Coming up, the Pullman community races to fund youth sports scholarships.
And horses on the Palouse aren't just horsing around. They're helping the special needs community.
Plus, Cougar football will be dressed for success on Saturday, and you can help. Those stories and more tonight on Murrow News 8.
From Studio B on the campus of Washington State University, this is Pullman's only nightly newscast. This is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Kyla Emmy.
And I'm Nicole Clemens. Thank you for joining us tonight.
This week, the Compton Union Building is trying out something new. WSU students will notice a gender-neutral bathroom. Murrow News 8's Kyle Slimchuk is on outside the Cub. Kyle?
That's right, Kyla. The Compton Union Building has opened a gender-inclusive restroom on the first floor of the club near the East Wing, and we spoke with some students to see how they felt about the facility. Take a listen.
I think it's very important for anyone that wants a gender-neutral bathroom to have that available to them, considering that there are multiple facilities in here to use for a restroom.
We have laws like in North Carolina that are making it very hard for people like that to even use the restroom, and having an accepting space for people to go. And like it's not that big of a deal in the end. Like it's a big deal for some people, but we have to make sure that we accept everyone on campus, and we do have a transgender population here, so we've got to make sure that they've got a place to go and feel safe.
And Kyla, this gender-inclusive restroom here in the Cub is only open till Friday. Cub officials tell me this is sort of a test run to see how things go, and they plan to install some of these in the Chinook building, which, as you know, is under construction. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Kyle. For the second day in a row, Washington set a single-day voter registration record. 27,601 people registered to vote online Monday. The mark shattered Sunday's total of just over 23,000 new voters. Monday was the deadline for online and mail-in applications, but because it was a federal holiday, the state will accept registrations with a Tuesday postmark. Washington voters can register in person until October 31st. There's a saying around Pullman that Cougs help Cougs. This was put into action over the weekend at the annual Care to Share Fun Run. Reporter Amber Respichon waits at the finish line to see the community come together.
Going on its 8th year, the Pullman Parks and Recreation Center hosts a Care to Share Fun Run as a way to raise money for low-income families in the area. The proceeds from the Care to Share event create a scholarship program that allows children to participate in recreation sports such as youth soccer or swimming at a reduced cost. The amount of children receiving the scholarship varies depending on the amount of money raised from the event and throughout the year. Whether you're running, jogging, or walking and talking, Pullman locals can enjoy this event at their own pace. Participants can choose between a 5K or 10K race when registering. The race starts at the head of the Bill Chipman Palouse Trail off of Bishop Boulevard, with 2 different halfway points for the racers to stop and turn back. Participants not only get a good morning workout, but the opportunity to give back to their community. In case you missed this fundraiser, you can always donate to the Pullman Parks and Recreation Center. Reporting for Murrow News 8, I'm Amber Respichon.
Today is International Coming Out Day for the LGBTQ community. I had the amazing opportunity to dive deeper into a program not a lot of people know about in the Palouse area. They help those with special needs be able to ride a horse. Our very own WSU veterinarian students are making a difference by volunteering with PATH.
Have you ever thought about what it would be like if you didn't have full control over your life? Well, people with disabilities deal with this on a daily basis. But a WSU program is helping give control back to those with special needs.
They're challenging their balance, they're developing their core strength, and not the least of all, it brings a certain amount of joy, for that 45 to 60 minutes.
Palouse Area Therapeutic Horsemanship, or otherwise known as PATH, is an organization that helps people suffering from different disabilities. It helps them have some normalcy and control in their life where they may not have that a lot.
Horses are naturally calming animals, and as you see behind me, they're helping those who deserve it most.
PATH helps students of all ages grow mentally and physically while being on a horse. It also gives them a sense of control they can all smile about.
I love watching the progression of the kids. I've been here with some of the kids since they started, and they just have made leaps and bounds with their verbal skills and their ability to interact with people and their core strength, just everything, physical, emotional.
PATH has been in the Palouse area for over 50 years and is mostly run by volunteers. If horses or those with special needs are a passion of yours, you can become a volunteer in just a few simple steps.
New volunteers have to go do an orientation, which is held here on campus, and then they have to attend one of 2 training sessions.
The program not only helps those in need, but it reminds the volunteers why they love being involved.
PATH is a fantastic program to get involved with. You learn a lot. You learn a lot about yourself, a lot about other people. It really helps you open your heart and become a more generous and caring person.
If you know anyone who would like to get involved with PATH, either by being a student or volunteer, all you need to do is contact Sue Jacobson at her email, which is sjacobson@wsu.edu.
It's really sweet to see how horses are making such a good impact on people.
It was definitely a great story. It's been beautiful around Pullman today with lots of sunshine. After the break, Courtney Jeffson will tell us if it's here to stay.
No more pencils, no more books, no more teachers' dirty looks. School's out for summer. School's out forever. School's out with fever. School's out completely.
What this place needed was better graduation rates. So we worked with schools like Henry Ford High, and now they're up 18%. And it can happen in every place.
School's out for summer.
To help us do more good this year, go to unitedway.org, because great things happen when we live united.
It looked like people were breaking out the sunglasses here again today in Pullman.
They definitely were. Courtney, can we expect this sunshine to stay in the weather?
Well, guys, we may not be able to expect it to be able to see it the rest of the week, but I must say today was the first day people woke up and started scraping off their windshields. But fortunately enough for us, it was a nice sunny day, and we can expect to see that moving into tomorrow. Coming up tomorrow, we've got temperatures around the same. We have temperatures around the same temperature as we saw today, and it'll be a nice day to absorb some more of that vitamin D before the clouds start to roll back in again later this week. Looking statewide, we definitely saw that people around the state had a lot more heat than us today. They had temperatures more in the upper 50s, lower to mid 60s, but we, looking at our 5-day, you can see that it isn't going to stay sunny. You're gonna want to make a trip to Walmart and pick up that rain poncho for the game on Saturday. And while it may be wet and rainy for Cougar football Saturday, the team is going to be dressed to thrill. Coming up after the break, Brooklyn Graditi tells you how you can have a hand in selecting what the Cougars wear against UCLA. Stay tuned.
You guys. So, what's up? Oh, we finally bought a place. Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Is
it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire.
Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back. I've got an update on your local sports teams. First up, Coug fans can catch the men and women's basketball teams in action at their open practices on Saturday. The public will be welcome in Beasley Coliseum for the men's practice at 1:30 and women's at 2. Coug athletes will be signing autographs, and you'll even hear from Ernie Kent. The first exhibition game is early November, so get those six-man jerseys ready. Switching gears to our football squad, tomorrow is your last chance to pick out what the team will wear for the homecoming game versus UCLA. Here are your 5 options. All of them are a little bit different. The dark gray ensemble, which is number 5, is a winner in my book, but you can vote for what you want to see the players wearing when they take the field this weekend against UCLA. You can vote on the athletics website, and again, the polls close tomorrow. So while the goal of beating the Bruins comes first, Washington State probably won't reach their goal of serving alcohol in the student section of Martin Stadium anytime soon. There's no sign of WSU getting an alcohol license to serve at the football games. University officials say it's an ongoing conversation, but a decision was supposed to be made the first week of August. That's it for your update on local sports. After the break, we get a look at how artists are lighting up Spokane. So stay tuned for more on the annual Lantern Festival.
Excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Riverfront Park came alive for the 4th weekend in a row at the Chinese Lanterns Festival. Our own Courtney Jeffson has more on the festival lighting up downtown Spokane.
Lanterns and caramel corn. The annual Lantern Festival in downtown Spokane has it all.
I think it's really, really cool, just all the lights and how they're able to make this stuff.
A whole new world lies underneath the tall buildings in downtown Spokane. The event begins at 5 p.m. and comes to life as the sun sets.
I just like walking around and seeing all of the lights.
People spend hours oohing and awing at the intricate art that lights up before them, made of paper, fine china, and glass bottles of liquid.
I thought that was really cool and how they're just able to make that out of dishes.
Even volunteers can't help but come back each year.
Like last year, I did every single day. This year, I did every single day so far. I haven't missed a day yet.
If you want to get away and experience a little tradition, Riverfront Park is the place to find it until October 30th. For Murrow News 8, I'm Courtney Jeffson.
If you're looking for extra cash and some beer as well, grab your spouse and head to Dewey, Maine for the North American Wife Carrying Competition. This year's winners, Elliot and Gianna Story, won 11 cases of Goose Island Oktoberfest beer and $665 after finishing in first place. Elliot had to carry Gianna through water hazards, sand traps, and log hurdles to claim the top prize. That's all the news we have for you today.
Join us every weeknight at 7 and 10 o'clock, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter.